Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thanks to Kiai Haji Muhammad Hasan Mutawakil Alawah. Thanks to the Dr. Abdul Aziz Wahab BAMAG, as Rector of Zainul Hasan Genggong Islamic University. And many thanks to Mr. Zainuddin as the lecturer of English Phonetics and Phonology. Let me introduce myself. My name is Diva Kartika from English Education Department, and here I will review all the chapters for one semester to fulfill the assignment for the phonetic class. Unit 1, Introduction. A. Phonology, study of sound system in language and languages, includes anatomy, socio-linguistic, and phonetic transcription. B. Phonetics, focuses on human sounds, distinguishes between possible sound that those used in specific languages. C. Phonology and phonetics. Phonology, studied of the cycle production. Phonetics, studied of sound in the properties of speech speaker's mind distinguish. D. Phonemics, the study of the sound system of a given language and analysis and classification of its phonemes. E. Phoneme. Phonemes are the small sounds unit in a language which have the function of distinguishing meaning. F. Phone. This is the smallest unit of human sound which is recognizable but not classified. G. Allophone. The realization of phonemes or phones are called allophones. In other words, an allophone is a phonetic variation of a phoneme in a particular language. H. Minimal pairs of words that differ in one phonemes. I. Morphology. The term morphology refers to the analysis of minimal forms in language which are, however, themselves comprised of sounds and which are used to construct words which have either a grammatical or a lexical function. J. Syntax. It is concerned with the meaning of words in combination with each other to form phrase or sentence. K. Semantics. Semantics is covered by the areas of morphology and syntax, but it is quickly seen that this level needs to be studied on its own to have a proper perspective on meaning in language. L. Pragmatics, the study of the relationship between language and the context that underlies the explanation of the meaning or comprehension of language. Unit 2, Phonological Fossilization. Phonological fossilization is a stage where a foreign language speaker chooses to progress toward becoming more target-like in their use of the language influenced by their native language. This phenomenon has different meanings, with the most important being the Indonesiating. Phonological fossilization occurs when learners stop short of the native speaker's level of performance in their second language and when the foreign language learning is intervened by their mother tongue structure. Unit 3, the production of speech sounds. First, speech organs. Humans and other animals use body mechanism to produce sounds such as speaking a language through the mouth and respiratory organs. Second, airstream mechanism, the process of creating airflow in the vocal tract to produce speech. 3. Vowel and consonants. Vowel is speech sounds made by allowing breath to flow out the mouth without closing any part of the mouth or throat. Although the lips may move to create the correct sounds, as in creating the sounds O. A consonant is speech sounds made by partially or completely blocking the flow of air through the mouth using the lips, teeth, tongue, and palate. Unit 4, Vowels. A. Long and short vowels. English has 12 vowel sounds. Vowel sounds are basically classified according to tongue position and rounding. First, tongue position. Tongue position means how high in the mouth is the tongue and which part of the tongue is the highest. Tongue position is described using two criteria: the height, how high is the tongue, and the part of the tongue. Second is rounding. Rounding is about the shape of lips, round or not. Vowels may also be different from each other with respect to rounding. Unit 5, diphthongs. English also 8 diphthongs, which are vowels that change character during their pronunciation. That is, they begin at one place and move toward another place. Different to monophthong, commonly called vowel or single vowel, that is vowels that is pronounced at one and at the same place. Compare this example: monophthong car with the diphthong cow, monophthong girl with the diphthong goal. The vowel in cow and goal both begin at a given place and glide toward another one. Unit 6, consonants. Consonants are letters that present certain speech sound, especially sound that involve blocking air before it leaves the mouth, such as with the tongue, lips, or throat. Consonants are often classified by being given a so-called VPM label. VPM stands for voicing, place, and manner. Voicing. This feature distinguishes between voiced consonants, where the vocal cords vibrate like B and D, and voiceless consonants, where they do not vibrate like P and T. Place and articulation. This refers to the location in the vocal tract where the airflow is obstructed. Common places include bilabial, both lips, alveolar, tongue against of alveolar right, and velar, back of the tongue against the soft palate. Manner of articulation. This describes how the airflow is constricted or manipulated. Types include stops, complete closure like P, fractious narrow constriction causing turbulence like S, and nasal air flowing through the nose like M. Unit 7, segmentals and suprasegmentals. Segmental feature. These are the individual sounds or phonemes that makes up two words such as consonant and vowels. Segmental features. These are elements that extend across phonemic segments such as stress, intonation, rhythm, pitch, and length. They affect how sequences of sounds are perceived and understood. 6.8 Types or morphophonemic changes. What is meant by morphophonemic is actually related not only to phonological or phonetics process but also morphological one. There are some types or morphophonemic changes. A. Assimilation. Assimilation is process of changing phonemes, then a group morphemes are formed. There are two kinds of assimilation. First, progressive. Progressive assimilation happens when the change of one sound in another one is influenced by the preceding sounds. 2. Progressive. Reversely, regressive assimilation happens when the change of one sound into another sound is influenced by following sounds. B. Morphophonetic changes. First, loss of sounds or elision. The sounds will be lost or elided because of another morphemes or their occurrences in unstressed syllables or in rapid speech. Second, addition in sound. The sound is added because of another morpheme occurs. 3. Vowel change. It is influenced by the shift of stress. 4. Shift of stress. 5. Dissimilation. 6. Synthesis. And the last is suppletion. I think enough from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.